Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to take a look at the AGL Type Banner. So the AGL Type Banner is the last, I believe the final Type Banner that's going to be released on Global, and the characters here, at least for me, are probably the weakest, or at least one of the weakest ones. So we have Pan, obviously as per the status quo. All type supports are 120% leads for their respective typings, so Super AGL 120% lead for Pan, and then of course they all give 3 key and 50% support to their typing as well. So 3 key, 50% support for Super AGL for Pan, and she gains 20% attack and defense per orb. She also is a boosting unit, so she'll boost allies attack and, well, just their attack for 2 turns by 25%. Pan's probably aged not so great because she doesn't have any way to raise her defense. Then Rildo, as we can see here, okay as well. Same story with passive, same story with his leader skill, literally identical. But when it comes down to his super attack effect, he seals and actually greatly raises attack and defense. So he has a little bit better defensive construct, I believe, than Pan, which does help him a bit more in the current meta to be available for a bit more events, since the power curve has kind of increased since they came out. Then we have the Goten and Trunks, Goku and Vegeta family support. We have the time limit support, a little bit underrated, I think, the time limit support Gotenks. We have the Krillin, who I'll be honest, I've never used, but he's a pretty decent unit. I've never used him because I got him after I completed a lot of content. Then we have Margarita, who actually got her, like, she was released quite recently. She's pretty strong, pretty helpful for the limited categories that she's on, and she is pretty good, so you know, can't knock her down. And then we have Bukalo, who is probably still one of the better Majin Buu units. Great power absorption category support and really good for that team, brings a lot of utility for them. Pretty decent unit himself. So that's the banner in a nutshell. Obviously, as with all type banners, you receive blue coins, which you can spend on the type supports or on Kai's. If you summon on heroes banners, you'll have a lot of these. So yeah, you can spend them on the type supports. I do suggest buying type supports if you do have the coins for them. They are useful for some content. Like, they are really quite useful units still, even though they may seem very limited on the surface. In terms of the LRs you can get from this banner, that's probably where things get a little bit strange. So obviously, I mean, I adore Trunks and Gohan. They came out quite recently. I think they're a very good unit. Then we have, you know, Gohan and Krillin, which is a very good unit actually, but very limited. Then we have Nappa and Vegeta. That shows how long the gap is between summonable AGL LR units. Nappa and Vegeta, they're an okay unit. They need a bit of a Saiyan Saga buff there. Spirit Bomb Goku and a good damage dealing unit, a bit flaky on defense nowadays. Then we have Kale and Caulifla, still a very well aged unit, actually probably the best of the bunch here. Then we have, well, I'd say top 3. Then we have Super Baby 2, who's a useful unit for giant form, but that's about it. Then we have the recently Easy Aid Goten and Trunks, which is obviously pretty good now. And we have the Easy Aid Majin Vegeta, who again is also pretty good now, although some people don't like him that much. I think overall this is probably one of the weaker banners, just in terms of 4 players to summon if you are looking for certain LRs. I think for the most part you'll be fine. Like, you know, if you want to really summon on here, do it because you really want Pan or Rildo, but otherwise I would leave it. But that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.